Hi everyone, welcome back to Helen's YouTube channel. Sure, you can see the excitement on my face today because I'm not just alone. Like, I have this set of beautiful people amidst us. Anyway, don't worry. Let me not be the only one talking and introducing them. They will do the introduction themselves. They will tell us why they are featuring on this channel today. And another thing is, please, don't don't just be watching these beautiful faces. Listen to their words of wisdom. These are seasoned mothers. Guys, I'm the only single lady here. Anyway, it will not last. So these are seasoned mothers, and they are here on this channel today to share their own body of knowledge with us regarding a topic or regarding a couple discussion I saw online. This discussion is between Nanya and Claire on their YouTube channel. I saw the discussion and felt I should do a reactionary video about it because it directly affects me and it is a topic that is so dear to my heart. This topic is no other topic but baby number 2. They shot a video on their channel and they tagged it baby number 2. So I decided to do a reactionary video to that particular video they posted. But first of all, I want to clear the air and make it clear why I say this topic is so dear to my heart. Number one is because I am the only child of my parents. That's one. And I have first-hand experiences of what being an only child is all about, and what only children actually pass through. So based on based on that video they posted on their YouTube channel, I believe they are talking of their own parental perspective of why they would maybe want an only child, though they made it clear that in the future they might want more than one, but for now they just want an only child. So that is their own perspective as parents. Now I'm sharing my own perspective as an only child. What does it mean and how has it affected me growing up to know I'm just an only child? So these and many more are what we will be discussing today. Let this intro not get long. Let's jump right into this video by beginning to introduce ourselves. As you know, do you need an introduction from me? No, obviously. You're always on this channel now, and you know it is me, your baby girl. Anyway, welcome back. And I forget our usual way of greeting. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. If you are watching in the morning, just collect your own. In the afternoon, take your own, and in the evening, at whatever time you're watching this video, I believe I've all greeted you. So thank you. Now to the first person. I call her my sweetheart because she is indeed a sweetheart. Do you know what a sweetheart means? That's the name I gave her. So over to you. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Nurse Akah Diana Basi.
Hey!
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you're watching us from. Stay blessed.
Hey, amen. Thank you. And then this other person is nobody else but my mama. We used to call her mama. Anyway,
Hostel
don't worry.
mama.
Furthermore, we'll discuss why we call her mama. She is indeed a mama. She rocks mama to the whole world.
I'm telling you.
So let's hear her introduce herself.
All right, thank you very much. I'm Nurse Otobo Esther. Yeah, I'm Nurse Otobo Esther. Like she have said, Mama of the hostel. Well, like she have said, the way we greet. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Wherever you are watching from, collect your own. All right.
These people have just crammed how I greet on this channel. Anyway, don't worry. So the last but not the least for today is somebody that is also very special to my heart. In fact, dear in a special way. Do you know what it means to say in a special way?
Wow.
She is nobody else but my own birthday mate. Hey, what our birthday party together. So you're welcome. Let's hear from you.
Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Collect your own. I am Victoria Jackson.
You're so welcome to this channel. Do you know? So now we jump right into the video. So Sister Dinah, Please, you just told us your name and you told us you are a nurse. We all know of that. Do you have kids?
Yeah.
How many kids do you have?
For now, I have 2 kids.
Okay, you have two.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to be audible so we can be able to hear you clearly with the mic.
Okay.
For now, you have two.
I have 2 for now.
Okay. So, Sister Diana, do you intend having more?
Yeah. I really intend having more.
Hey, guys, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. So, did you at any point think of having an only child, like just one child?
No, no, no. That's a no for me. Yeah.
Okay, Sister Esther, Mama, do you have kids?
Sure, I do.
Okay, how many?
I have 4 for life. I God's grace. 4 beautiful
Guys,
angels.
four beautiful angels.
Angels,
Yeah,
yeah.
four. The number 4. Woo, you cried. Thumbs up. Do you intend having more?
Really, because of, let me say, societal, and not really, but
Personal.
I just personal interest. I would have loved to experience what it feels like to care for a male child. I don't know if you understand. So,
Yes.
like, I'm
You might
presently
really
running a
try.
program now, so and I might consider it.
You might
Let me
consider a
see, yes,
child.
a 5th one. But actually, I am good with 4. Yes, whether regardless of the sex. But I just wanted, to have this feeling of caring for a male child. It feels like I'm good with it.
That's interesting. That's an interesting one. Sister Vicky, do you have kids?
Yeah.
How many?
I have two beautiful angels.
Wow. Intend having more?
That's
2, 4. Hey, this thing is hitting my body. So, Sister Diana, you've had the intro of the video, and I have initially discussed with you about a couple discussing baby number 2, like they just have a single child now, and they said for now they don't intend having another, though in the future they might want to, but for now, no, it's just one. Like, what prompted you to having more than just one child? And have you at any point insinuated the idea of having just more than one child? Have you wanted more than one?
Yeah.
Okay, so all this while you wanted more than one, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's good. So why do you want more than one?
Because it's one. Number one reason is personal reasons. It's personal. I love children. So I don't at any point in time in my life intend to have a child. I intend to have 3. 3 is okay for me, considering the economy of
Buhari.
nowadays, especially in Nigeria.
Especially
Yes.
Buhari for now.
Somebody was asked, "What do you do for a living?" The response was, "I live in Nigeria for a living."
Yes.
Because actually,
Staying in Nigeria,
if you
you know.
survive
Nigeria
in this
is a
Nigeria,
work.
it's a work.
Sure.
It's a profession on
Sure.
its own.
Sure.
So, I intend having at least 3 children.
Okay, so why don't you want just one?
Because that my child will need a sibling to discuss with, to play with, to rely on, to share ideas with, to really depend on, a shoulder to lean on, like sibling relationship,
You want
to
the
drag,
child.
to fight with, to struggle things with in the house, other relatives are still there, but then if it's not your sibling, you can never relate with that person like your own sibling. Even if you fight with your sibling, you will still fight and settle, and the relationship continues like that.
So if it's not your brother, it's
It's
actually
not your brother.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so one of those reasons is because you want to give your child a very good company. You should
Yes.
know what it means to have siblings
Yes.
around them and all of those things. Okay. So Sister Esther, you have 4. I will keep emphasizing until we finish this video. 4. Sister Esther has 4, so she has all the reasons in this world to share with us. Sister Esther, have you thought of just having one child?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not even as a single lady.
Okay. So, but why?
planning to get married.
What were your reasons?
Having just one child, think about disaster can occur. Maybe incidents, occurrence, you can't predict the future. Something can happen. What if that child falls sick or comes down with something, an ailment that has to take his or her life? What happens? And at times we parents we just think of ourselves. Maybe some persons will say, I beg, I can't care, I don't have that time to take care of more than one child. Like the scenario you painted before us, that's because of the time, they want to have time for themselves, but they forget to think about that psychological effects.
Yes, that's
That
one
psychological
thing.
effect on that child.
We'll get there. Yes.
You understand? Loneliness is there.
Yeah.
The child will feel like talking to somebody. There are some things you cannot even share with even your parents or even your friends, but your sibling, your brother or your sister, you can easily share. There's this, these stages of growing up. Talking about relationship between peers, between your fellow, there are some people that will say, she is my sister or my brother, she is my best friend.
Yes, sure.
There is this loneliness, and you find out that at times a child that is all alone. There's no, at times they have this insecurity. At times they have this fear of making friends in quotes.
They don't.
At times you think, yes,
They don't trust others.
yes, there's always there.
Yes.
They've been alone.
That,
They always,
yes, sure,
yes.
sure.
So it gives them this insecurity thing. For them to keep a relationship is always at times difficult because they are not secure. They are always with their parents. Thank you. They always
that emphasis.
Yes.
Keeping a relationship. Yes.
Keeping the relationship is always a problem for them.
Yes.
People might not really understand them because they don't really know what they are
It takes.
feeling, what they are passing through.
They cannot express
Yes,
themselves
sir,
freely.
you see,
I don't know if
you've
are
spoken
getting
a lot.
me.
You've spoken a lot.
Yeah.
I think I should come in here and share personal experiences because when Sister Esther was talking, it was looking like she was directly talking to me. See, that psychological aspect of being an only child, we don't consider it. Let me share personal experiences with you. I grew up as an only child at home, and the only chance I had at meeting the world and meeting to relate with other people in an environment was when I got admission to study nursing.
Wow.
When I went to school and discover I have to share my room space with somebody, I have to learn to start tolerating other people's excesses. I have to learn to turn on the bed and see another person. It actually took it had to take a personal effort and a personal dedication to learn those things. I was used to the fact that when my parents come home, anything they bring home is just meant for me alone.
Exactly.
So it took me another to learn how to share with others, to even learn how to give out things to other people. Like, okay, now this is what you have, and it is compulsory that you have to share with your friend, or it is compulsory that you have to share with others. I learned it on a personal note. But if you have siblings, you would always learn to break your bread. You would always learn to eat and remain for your brother. I'm sorry to say this. There's always this quote that they would say Africa firstborns are semi-fathers.
And
semi-mothers.
Yeah.
You learn to start caring for others. You learn to put other people in consideration before you.
And I happen to be one.
All of those things you would learn them without effort. But as an only child, everybody cares for you. Everybody gives you something. You don't have others to provide for. You don't have others to care for. Rather, all care and attention is on you. So when they go outside that society, well, not for every one of them, but most of us, when we go outside and meet the world, we also want everybody to shower us with attention and care. Not knowing is not actually like that. So when we don't get it that way from others, see, psychologically we begin to break down. Our mental health is always affected until we take deliberate efforts to learn. So please, do you want your child to pass through this? Me, I would not want to have an only child, because I knew how I struggled to learn so many things on my own that I know it would have been effortless if I had other siblings to take care of. Anyway, this thing I'm saying now arose from when Sister Esther was talking about the psychological aspect of being an only child. See, it tells on our psychology. If you've been with an only child, then the moment you stay with him for 24 hours, you know at one point or the other, this guy was an only child.
Yeah.
It is always telling on our attitude.
Yes.
We are all, see, it took me great effort to be able to discuss. I was a social butterfly. I don't talk among, like, I easily get offended by people's action. I am better off with social media. When we are talking on social media, I can talk and chat. But okay, come physical and let's discuss. It is always difficult for me. I easily get offended by little things people do. But if I was not alone, my brothers would step on my toes. They will carry my things. They will use it. I will have no other option than to accommodate them because they are my siblings.
Yeah.
But I didn't learn how to accommodate because I actually did not have siblings to accommodate while growing. It's not looking like I don't accommodate now because I had to learn this personally, and it took a great toll on me before I could learn that I have to accommodate people in my space and they would offend me.
Can I come in here?
Yes.
Sorry to cut. Do you know why it was easier for you? Maybe probably you are a nurse. You are a trained nurse.
Yes.
So you have been taught most of these things. You come in contact with, you have been taught stages of developmental stages and all that. So it was easier for you to be able to build on your mindset, build on that psychological aspect of it. A lot of persons are suffering out there. You understand? Because they don't even know how to relate.
And the
it
information.
affects them by the time they get married. It takes a very caring and understanding man, even in the relationship before marriage, to be able to cope and understand them, and for them to be able to adapt.
That's true. So, Sister Victoria, you're not out of our discussion. So you say you have two wonderful angels. Okay. So please, why did you not consider having just one child?
No. That has never occurred to me.
It has never. Hey,
have a single child.
This Buhari has not affected some people.
No.
Why?
Having a single child is dangerous. Let me use that word. And apart from the psychological aspects, the loneliness the child will feel. Some of them, they go into depression. They don't have somebody to share their things with. They don't have somebody to gist with. Sometimes, me and my siblings, I will say, my gist partner, there are things you share. I say, who will I say, this is what, do you know that mommy called me and said this? Will I go and share that with a friend? You cannot, those are the things you share with your siblings.
Sure.
You said, do you know what happened in the family? Even your cousins, you cannot really share the things that your sister or brother is different. You can definitely talk with them, share. You said this and this, and you fight together, still become your brother. Yes, sure. Fight is still become your sister. Mm-hmm. You will not discard and say it is not. But there are friends you fight with, you end up that friendship. That friendship just finished at that moment. You don't have anything to do with it. But fighting with your brother, your sister, they're still your brother. They're still your sister. And
wow.
That is
see, do you know what? When you were saying there are some things you will tell your brothers that even your parents you cannot tell. I think there's another story I want to share with you. There's a family I'm very close to. I think a family of 4. There are 4 kids, the father and the mother. So I'm a bit close to them. So at a point I went to visit them and the siblings were having a meeting. they were planning to organize a surprise birthday party for their father.
Okay.
So the four of them sat down together and they didn't even want any of the parents knowing. They wanted to do it and organize a birthday party for their father. The first thing that dropped in my mind was, even if I intend doing this,
Who will I plan
do
with?
I plan with? That was the first thing that dropped in my mind. Even if I intend doing this, who do I plan with? Of a recent, I watched a video too where these ones have successfully organized an 80th birthday party, I think, for their dad. And everybody was now coming with his wife and his kids. Like, this one is coming from London with his wife and kids. This one is coming from Lagos with his wife and kids. And they were one big family. I said, oh, so now, if something like that is going to happen in my family, I will be the only one coming with my kids as a biological child in that home. Then maybe my cousins and my nephews will also come. But as a biological child, I will be the only one coming for that kind of function. It's now started dawning on me that see, like at this, it really took a very great toll on me. I'm just psychologically trying to unlearn all those thoughts from my mind right now. Seriously, with what I had passed through, no, I don't think I would allow my child to just be an only child, except if I had no other options, maybe due to medical reasons or so, and I'm not able to give birth to more. But if I am able to, maybe I will be a mama of 4, or even more,
Or 6.
or even more. I would want more.
6.
I would want more. So it was when I saw some people discussing about being an only child or wanting to have a child number 2 that I said, okay, let me share this video. And let me have a discussion with other parents. At least I've not been a parent. Then when I talk about my perspective as an only child, they will also talk about their perspective of having more than one kid and why they wanted having more than one kid. And I think their reasons are reasons enough as to why you should not just want to give birth to an only child. Though the economy is actually, my brother, if person they ask you say make you born more, ask them whether it will help you buy pampers
And the rice.
the economy.
What about the milk?
The economy is not actually funny. Raising a child in Nigeria,
Friendly at all.
School fees. Please, if you have the means to do it, Biko, please.
Let it not just be one.
All of us are begging. If you
Let
have
it not
the
just
means,
be one.
let it
I'm
not
begging.
just be one.
Let
If
it
you are
not
giving
just
birth
be
to
one.
one, then it should be because economically you cannot cater for them.
Yeah.
But let me not start hearing that psychological reasons. It's not African at all. Lion is not African at all. It's not African. And so with this, I think by now we should come to the end of this video. So guys, in the comment section, please help me clap for all these wonderful moments. Thank
Let
you
me
for
clap for
coming.
myself.
Thank you for coming. Thanks
you.
for honoring this invitation.
Bye.
Thanks for honoring my invitation.
Thank you.
So,
You're welcome.
until next time, see you again in another video like this. If you like this particular concept, like this concept of having a chit chat while sitting together, please tell me. We would have more. Like, there are so many topics I would want to discuss. So many. So, thank you once again. I remain Helen Yakubu. And please don't forget, we are a growing YouTube channel. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. With this, we've come to the end of this video. So see you next time. Bye.